Hello everybody, it's Christina and welcome back to my library. This is the Finally Fall book tag where I answer all sorts of fall themed questions, and as it relates to books, I will list who created this tag down in the description box below, as well as all of the questions that you can get for it. But since it's October, I think I might even be a little late for this, but hey, we're still in fall. We still got a month and a half of fall, so we're gonna go through this and I'm gonna answer the questions and let you know what books that I think of when thinking of these questions. So the first question is, in fall, the air is crisp and clear. Name a book with a vivid setting. I have two, and the books that I think of when I think of a vivid setting are: one, Mexican Gothic by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I actually just recently read this and I was blown away with how creepy the vibe and the setting was of this book. It was so creepy, but it was perfect. Perfect for reading in the fall. I really, really liked it. It had a very spooky, like haunted house, haunted manor feel to it. Very like Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, which I guess I could also put that here too, now that I think about it. Except I don't have a copy of the book, so, well, you know what? Fine. We'll put Rebecca in this too. Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. Creepy old manor house with a mystery surrounding it. It was another good one for this one. So both Mexican Gothic and Rebecca for that. And then the other book that I thought of when it came to having a great setting, and I'm gonna have to lift this thing up, is, well, okay, Rhythm of War, but it could be any of the Stormlight Archive books by Brandon Sanderson. This just happened to be the one I grabbed because it's so pretty. Like, look at how pretty this cover is. But yeah, the setting, honestly, any book by Brandon Sanderson is going to have an amazing setting, but I really like Stormlight Archives the best. He does such a good job world building, and so that's why the Stormlight Archives is in this question. The next question is, nature is beautiful, but also dying. Name a book that is beautifully written, but also deals with a heavy topic like loss or grief. Well, I'm going to actually throw Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier in this again, because that one, like I said, it has a great setting, but it also deals with like this mystery. And so Rebecca is the first wife of the narrator's husband, and she passed away, and the whole plot of the book is this new wife, the narrator, who I don't even think we ever even find out her name. She's trying to like live up to Rebecca's ideals and help her husband process everything. And it has some spooky vibes to it, but I think that one's a good one for that. And I couldn't really think of anything else. I'm sure there were others, but that was the one that I thought of for this question because it deals with grief and how the husband was coping. I mean, there's a whole lot that Rebecca deals with, but that was the one that I thought of when it came to that question. The next question is, fall is back to school season. Share a nonfiction book that taught you something new. I haven't read a nonfiction book recently. I try to read them from time to time, but I just have not been in the mood for them lately. So I think I'm gonna have to skip this question. Yeah, I can't think of anything off the top of my head. So I'm going to skip this one. I do want to read more nonfiction, but I really have to be in the mood for nonfiction. So I'm going to skip this one. Number 4, in order to keep warm, it's good to spend time with people we love. Name a fictional family, household, or friend group that you'd like to be a part of. Okay, that one's easy. That is Bridge 4 from the Stormlight Archives. Maybe not necessarily Bridge 4 at the beginning of the Stormlight Archive series, but Bridge 4 as it evolves later in the series. It's just such a nice group of friends. I really like that friend group. They get along, they help each other out. They're just always there for each other because they've been through so much together that you just love Bridge 4. Bridge 4 is very special. The other group that I actually just thought of while I was recording this is the friends from the Book of the Ancestor trilogy by Mark Lawrence. I just picked up the first book here, which is Red Sister. And this is a group of just very strong female characters, and they are not like, you know, you see a group of friends a lot of times in books, especially female friends, they can be kind of catty, they don't always get along. And this series, there is some disagreements, especially early in the series, but these girls, they will do anything for each other. And it's just a very good group of friends that I just love them. I love them all. And actually, this book would be great if you're going to talk about grief too, now that I think about it. But yeah, highly recommend. Great friend group in this one as well. Question number 5 is, the colorful leaves are piling up on the ground. Show us a pile of fall-colored spines. It took me, fall-colored. I still can't say it. Do you know how many tries that took? I still can't do it. Fall-colored spines. Woo. Okay, we got it. Let me get the books. I already pulled them out. All right. Here is my fall-colored spines there. I said it. I definitely think of reds and oranges and yellows with fall, as most people do. So I grabbed as many as I could think of that had that color scheme. Plus, I also grabbed the Once and Future Witches because it's got like some flowers and stuff that were also colored like that. And yeah, I'm going to put this down though because it's very heavy. But this is, look at how pretty this is, actually. I'm here for these colors. Yeah. Question number 6 is, fall is the perfect time for some storytelling by the fireside. Share a book wherein somebody is telling a story. So this one is going to probably be a little unusual for this one, but I feel like it does fit the category. And that is The Shining by Stephen King, because one of the main characters is a playwright and he's trying to write a story that's going to be a play while staying at the Overlook Hotel. Now, here's the thing. I actually didn't like this book at all, but I think it does fit this particular question. And if you're in the mood for something spooky and creepy in October, I mean, what better author can you choose than Stephen King, really? So this one, I know a lot of people really like this book. It personally wasn't for me, but it does involve a storyteller, sort of. Question number 7 is, the nights are getting darker. Share a dark and creepy read. Well, I'm going to actually go back to Mexican Gothic for this one by Silvia Moreno Garcia because, like I said, this book was so creepy, but it was so good. It was really good. I loved this book. So you have that creepy like manor that is kind of run down. It seems a little haunted. It's like the perfect book for this time of year, especially like right before Halloween. The other one that I can maybe throw in, but I haven't read it yet, so I can't give you a ton of opinions on it. I am planning to read it like nearer to Halloween, but I haven't read it yet. However, that would be Dracula by Bram Stoker. I mean, you can't really get much darker and creepier than Dracula, right? So I'm going to toss that one in too as like an honorable mention, but like I said, I haven't read it yet, so I can't really give my opinion on it. Question number 8 is, the days are getting colder. Name a short, heartwarming read that can warm up someone's cold and rainy day. I don't read heartwarming stories. I really don't. I read a lot of like dark books. Books that aren't meant to make you happy. I mean, heartwarming. Yeah, I can't think of anything. I mean, if I were going to give you something that's not a book, I could tell you about anime. I've been watching Fruits Basket, and that's pretty heartwarming. The Great British Bake Off is super heartwarming. I don't read. Like, I can't think of a single heartwarming book that I've read in the last year. Is that bad? Is that bad? I just prefer, like, the darker stuff, I guess. But yeah, I don't have a single one. So if you're looking for an anime or a TV show, then Fruits Basket and The Great British Bake Off. That's what I got for you. I'm really sorry. I don't have a book for this one. Question number 9 is, fall returns every year. Name an old favorite that you'd like to return to. Okay, so there's 2 here. I don't know if I'm going to get to them this year, but I would really like to read both of these at some point. Or not both. There's a lot. It's a series for both of them. Whatever. But they are The Dragon Riders of Pern by Anne McCaffrey. I forgot to mention this series when I did my Booktube newbie tag, but The Dragon Riders of Pern series was another series that got me through high school and my early college years. I loved this series. I read almost all of them, I think, and there's a ton in the series. I also read all of the Freedom something or other books that she wrote as well. And yeah, I can't believe I didn't mention them on my Booktube newbie tag, but absolutely The Dragon Riders of Pern by Anne McCaffrey. I actually recently did read Dragon for Light. I want to say a year ago. I didn't love it as much as I did the first time I read it, but I still really liked it, and I definitely want to go back and read them all again because they're great. They're really, really good. And the other series that I would like to reread is The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. I haven't read The Lord of the Rings since I was in high school, so it has been a very long time since I've read this, and I would absolutely love to get back into it. I bought this, I had gotten a job at an animal hospital as a receptionist when I was 16, and it's got dog hair on it, oh my gosh. And I used one of my first paychecks to buy this book. So it has been with me for a very long time. Yeah, so it's been through a lot. I dropped it in the bathtub once while I was reading it. And yeah, but it's still in pretty good shape. So I'm going to go through and read this is the entire trilogy, by the way, in one book. It's not just, it's 3 books in one on this. So I'm going to go back and read it at some point. And finally, the last question is, fall is the perfect time for cozy reading nights. Share your favorite cozy reading accessories. So I actually just finished recording a video called What I Like to Drink While I Read, or something like that. I haven't actually figured out the name of the video yet, but I love having a cup of tea or a cup of coffee, just some warm drink to drink while I'm reading. Sometimes I'll have a fluffy blanket, or I'll have my PJ bottoms or sweatpants. My dog is another, she's laying down right here, but I don't want to move my whole camera setup to show you. But my dog is a very cozy reading. She's not an accessory. She's a living being, but she's perfect and cozy as well. So I'm going to count her. So yeah, that wraps up my finally fall book tag. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will, like I said, link all of the relevant links down below as to who started this tag and whatnot. Let me know in the comments down below which ones you're thinking about reading in the fall, or what books you think of with these questions. You can also follow me on Twitter. You can join my Discord and follow me on Goodreads and Instagram. I have links for all of those down in the description box below. You can also become a channel member, which is an optional $1.99 or $4.99 a month by clicking the join button down below. Or you can become a Fan House sub, which is an optional $3 a month. And I post all sorts of stuff on Fan House, written spoiler-free book reviews, how to make lattes, some recipes, get ready with me's, all those kind of things will be over there. Like always, the monetary support is completely optional, but I really appreciate it. And I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye.